The PICHU fortress. Wonder how they'll take you. Everything seems moist. He says you really need to go see Wiz as soon as possible. He's happy to help. Says you should take it easy. You can take even more now. Even more impressive. Ready to make something? Nothing's going to escape that cannon. Maybe you'll have enough resources later. Plastic scrap stays forever, but maybe you can make something out of it. The SURGESURF factory. Keep your eye out for Wiz while you're here. Let's see. It's sweatering here. Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try. Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get... He set up camp at the foot of the Tree of Life. It's gotten more difficult for it to find defense. Wiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready. He knows you've returned to face Lupa Lupin, and that he's not surprised that the loss of your family could plunge you into the depths forever. He knows that though the tides of history may... He feels you've deserved revenge because of how...
Kick them in the dark. That's the way.
The light's still here for you and your...
Ha! Don't look back at...
Hey.
Well, the only people who whine about fairness...
Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us... Glad to hear that. He only wishes he was that sure. Amazed the world is going to continue on, but happy to hear it. Impressed that you fought so hard to keep the world spinning. Thinks you were smart to join with the Myriad. They have a rainbow of ways to approach any problem. Says they're unified in the ways that matter. But that's not nearly as important as this. Wiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths, but there's something else down there too. This is why he's tinker-tonkering with the octopod. But the lid got stuck, so he needs a big... He can't leave the surge station, so you must help him find a tug twister. There's a wound-up mecha Fingro in the mecha stadium that still has one stuck on. It's definitely made to lend a helping hand and do the heavy lifting. Toxinol records mention... Check out that day. Wood scrap's great for building things. Someone could probably make good use of that plastic scrap over there. Glad to see some wood scrap there. Might not need that now, but you will later. An old home. Could be something to it. Looks like some solid wood scrap there. Slammer. Cryo. Hot metal. Kill that one. Made it count. A pause place. Probably cleaned out, but you never know. Metal that's scrapped. All was shiny and chrome. Handy. Bullets everywhere. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. Whatever you do, do it right, or don't do it at all. Locked up tight? Locked, but good. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Light is the best, period. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the action. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too. He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. He agrees that it's an option if you want to break stuff, but in this case you... He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he knows his old friend PICHU always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. Wiz heard he's currently stranded at the end of the line, so it should be easier to track. Such a dark night. darkness cloaks the world. Yes, some e-waste for you. Oh, there's some plastic parts up ahead. There's VUNGO'S place, a den of disrepute. Freeze! Right between the eyes. New day, new start. The Jungle Cave is neither hot nor cold. It's just hollow. That's some sharp wood scrap there. Watch for splinters. Chilly. Grit. Wood scrap. The one kind of scrap you could actually still find growing. Flame! So much damage. Boom! Always good to have some wood scrap like that on hand. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find PICHU here. Hey, there's some rubber scrap over there, just right for the taking. You can see a lot farther. Let's see. PICHU knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The railsman claims rails are like rules. If you follow them the way you're supposed to, everything good says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, you seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sideways. Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead. Likes your sureness. Seems like the world came out of its rut and can't thank you enough. But says he's surprised to see anyone this far out. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here. He's been off track since the world started dying. But he figures that's true, but they can get you close enough to most. He's convinced the tracks are like the paths our lives. This time, though, he was sidetracked and needs a new wing nut to get. Wing nuts are easy to find, as they're says you're just like he used to be, a one-track mind.
The shadows are getting so small.
Hear that? Misses the dark.
No one misses the dark.
You do every time you come at me.
Well, there's always next time.
The world is awake. That's hard to come by. Give him a hand. Was that lightning? Oh, ouch! Took care of it. Let's pocket that. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Just a few moves left. Make them count. The tribes need someone to unite them. Choo-Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, he'd be happy. He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency. It's on the cart. He wants to... Choo-Choo says you should... It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste. He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open. Says there's no better person to use it. Glad the rails led you right here.
It's like the whole world is glowing.
Just like I always told you, you're too much.
It's not too much until the dark is destroyed.
That's enough out of you.
Too much is never enough.
Choo-Choo says he can't wait to get out of it. Has split? Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Wired up and ready to go. Step back, world. Wild headgear might keep you from taking one to the knee. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo-Choo has no use for it now. Choo-Choo says he feels strongly about it. He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met. He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed it himself. Figures everyone chooses their own path. The longer you ride the red... Choo-Choo's thrilled you found the Ark. Just imagine how much faster. Bets it could fly circles around any Chagya. The world's on the mend, so no need to leave it. But just think of all the places the Ark could... Says he's happy to see the Ark in your hands. Wonders who you might call aboard the Ark with you.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your neighbours.
A conscious choice to be alert.
The thing we're really...
The world will be a...
Well, anyone...
Hopes you fix it. Choo-Choo says he's ready to... Understands... The oil claimed this land a lot. Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merc-Puff until the octopod is properly armed. He knows you'll need something that packs enough boom to put a dent in that shell. He says his old friend Boom makes all things. There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off. You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If you're... He's a peculiar little fellow that's been fiddling with splodies since he... Tapped hard. Maybe leave well enough alone. That's a bang plant, where Toxamol used to make all sorts of splody things before it blew up in their faces. Smirked! Punched the ticket. Hey, nice shot. You're half dead. Made from the right stuff. That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off. Better get moving before the day passes you by. You move well. What are you thinking about making? What you didn't know you needed. Ah, some wood scrap. Always happy to find that. The pyro sticks will cause a bang, but targeting is on you. At least now you have a chance. He hopes so, as there's no Plan B, or more correctly, Plan C. Out of Date has named this Plan B. Wiz has been working on another cannon, but instead of pyro sticks, it squirts GUPPOs. Scaly distractions for anyone with an appetite disorder. Seems the best way to find GUPPOs is go talk to Gil. He has a natural sonar and knows. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burblebottom. Find Gil and he'll be able to tell you where to find the Guppos. Guppos are lively beings and they're fast too. They're here, there and everywhere. Or at least they used to be. The story will go on as long as there is someone there to listen. Don't see that in the shops. Happy to finally get to meet you. He's seen a lot of things wash up on his miniature shore, but nothing as exciting as you.
Mein Friende.
Figures it's impossible. As bad as the air might be, the goo is even worse.
Ich kann neder u.
It must have been upstream only to get to this point in your histo-future. But which way are you going now? With the flow or against?
Technocratisch.
It's crazy hard to flipper against the surf, but you can't save the world if you let it sweep you away.
Siomage.
Either way, it's a shame the surf has gotten so nasty.
Mein Bruder Feder.
Thinks life is like trying to ride a wave. You need to pick the right one, but you don't really know which one that is.
Must face with which.
Wonders who
Buddy the food.
can't imagine how wonderful it's going to be to surf on Gula.
I don't food.
Can't thank you enough for fighting against.
Fest and trip.
Happy you ride alongside the Myriad. They bring a real shine to everything they work with.
Must face with which.
Thinks that's an excellent point. Riding,
Cameron of sunset.
but none of that's nearly as important as enjoying the day.
Eira.
He never drank from this pond because of the disgusting things done there.
Toodly way of furrow.
Even the fish stopped drinking here after the pollution made the surf mucked. And the...
Siomage.
He figures the Tree of Life isn't drinking either. Or, well, that's not true. He said it does drink, as it has no other choice. It's a tree.
Wash.
Figures you're right, but that doesn't mean he has to drink that.
Enough tournament. Ray. Okay.
His friend Wiz needs Guppos for one reason.
Cameron of sunset.
But here, you're only going to find dead ones. He's pretty sure Wiz wants them alive. Well, at least the ones that are...
Ich kann neder u.
If you head in the right direction, you'll find a clean enough bit of surf to snag yourself some Guppos. Then you can get them to Wiz for whatever he has.
Tail.
Figures he's always been a friend to Wiz, and now he can be one to you. This is Guppy Grotto. Strange not having the sky above. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Shield your eyes if the daylight hurts you. That's interesting. The right key could open this. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Oh, that's rare. Look at the details on this one. Just a few moves left. Make them count. This area is known to keep loads of secrets. That seems to be enough Guppos to provide the octopod with infinite ammunition. He's surprised the Merc Puff's been able to hold its breath all this time. It's just another proof of the evolutionary change caused by Toxanol's contamination. Being undersurf has meant the merc puff has been left alone to munch on the route down there. This means the northwest route has suffered more damage than the others. The marks the corporation left behind on the land are everywhere, but they also abandoned technology of which he's sure you own. That sealed the fate of the third World Eater. Just one more to go. Out of Date asked to see you again to congratulate you and let you in on the final phases of his plan. This is your chance to get his priorities aligned with yours. Do right by your tribe and the world at large. Just head back to the Ark. He seemed eager to see you again.